Right. Lord of the Rings.
Constitution here.
Constitution or Lord of the Rings?
Well, how about the Lord of the Rings with 30% more Irish Constitution?
Yeah. Or how the Lord of the Rings have affected the Irish Constitution? Because they were made at the same time, weren't they?
I want to know what laws Frodo would have broke on his quest for Mordor. Like, was it constitutional to destroy someone else's property in that manner? Like,
what, his ring?
Yeah, well, he was leaving the Shire jurisdiction to go into Mordor jurisdiction, so like
jurisdiction,
open up a whole can of worms there.
Yeah, but like the ring wraiths entered the Shire as ambassadors and as such cannot be assailed, which they were. Right?
Did they identify themselves as ambassadors though?
They wore the royal colours of Mordor, which was black, right?
Basically, is that what you're saying? The ring wraiths are the black and tans, and Frodo's trying to.
And the tidal wave in Rivendell was the Kilmichael ambush, was it?
I don't know what that is even. Shame on me.
Yeah.
That was 100 years ago. Yesterday, actually.
Was it?
What, the wars in Lord of the Rings?
But the book and the fucking...
Yes, Grant. Yes.
No, Sauron died. That was 100 years ago.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Saruman. So who here has actually read the book?
I have.
Well, we know you haven't, Hickey.
Actually, fuck you. I'm halfway through the audio book. I'm halfway through the. I'm at
This podcast sponsored by Audible.
Tom Bombadillo or Tom
Bombadil.
Tom Bombadil that lives in the forest with his mom. And
Frodo.
No, it's Tom.
Yeah, very, very fun but unnecessary character.
Yeah. He kind of popped in and out a few times now. He has where I am I have the audio. You download it.
You are basically right at the start of the book, Sean. You are not halfway through it.
Well, I felt like halfway through. It's about 2.5 hours into the fucking audio.
Yeah, well, you got about 20 hours to go, I'd say.
You're about 1/3 of the way through the first book of a 3-book trilogy. Like,
yeah, it's not bad going.
No, it's not.
No, it's a start.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. We'll humor the masses. Hickey, you tell us what Lord of the Rings is.
Lord of the Rings, as in the book so far, or the DVD?
The porno.
No, they're the same thing. They're the same thing.
I don't know why you didn't just fly. Why the fuck didn't your man just take the eagle and fly directly to the volcano?
Well,
who's your man?
Job done.
Gandalf and Radagast were the only ones who could talk to the eagles.
Right.
And neither were around, so.
And the eagles are dicks.
I said the same thing to Adam, and he said a really fun fact. What was it? When Gandalf was
weak to the ring, is he?
Oh, when the Balrog had him, with the whip, and he was hanging there, and he was all like, "Fly, you fools!"
No, he said run.
No, he said fly.
What?
Yeah, he goes, "Fly, you fool."
I thought he said run before he falls.
Yeah.
I always thought he said run, and he's talking to Frodo, telling him to run out the volcano, like, "Run, you fools!
Fly, you fools!" No, fly.
Maybe that was his plan all along.
Maybe. So that's how.
He never got to execute it because of the whole Balrog situation.
Can you imagine when he came back to life 5 days later? Because like basically he chills in like fucking Lorien for 5 days. You can imagine him just being like, "Oh, grand, I might have died, but
actually,
I came back to life."
He has been stabbed in the audiobook by a blade.
Is that Frodo, you mean?
Frodo has been stabbed.
Yeah.
Then you're well past.
And his uncle.
Tom Bombadil.
Yeah, his uncle is in the thing.
Oh, I have read the book, I think.
This same stuff happens in the movie, granted. But
maybe I watch the movie.
No, that's definitely happened in the book. Actually, no, they met the Ranger, and he's nothing like your man Vito Morgan or whatever his name is, Morgan Vito.
Oh, does the picture in your audiobook not look like fucking Viggo Mortensen, doesn't it?
No, not the description of him doesn't look like him, if that makes sense.
In this book,
does he have blonde hair?
Painted in the pictures, do you?
No, the audio book has different people doing voices, so it's kind of cool.
Are the different voices? Moo, moo, meow, meow.
Frodo goes moo.
Mr. Frodo. He's like, hey, Frodo.
No, and well, you can imagine if his whole thing was to actually fly out the eagles, and that's what he said to them. Like when he comes back to life, he's like, "Oh, it's probably grand. Aragorn got them out of there. The bridge was fucked. No one was chasing. Now they're on the back of an eagle and on the way to destroy the ring." They're like, "Well, actually, the group split up after a big fight, and Boromir got killed, and the hobbits have been taken to Isengard." Yeah, the Hobbit. If you watched the movie. Have you watched the movie?
Yeah, 15 fucking years ago I watched it.
You suggested Lord of the Rings, Hickey.
Yeah, this was your idea.
I know you're being like, spoiler alert.
The hobbits go to Isengard.
Isengard. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know that. Is that where all the elves are traveling?
It's the finale of the first movie.
I can't remember that part. I don't know I can't remember the order of them. I know Frodo got stabbed.
The one that they destroyed the ring. That's the middle movie.
That's the one with Gollum in it.
He's in all of them, isn't he?
No, I don't think he's in the first one. He's only in the first one for a minute, isn't he?
Yeah, less than a minute, but he's in it.
Yeah, but he's not actually. You know what I mean, though. He's not in it. He
doesn't do Gollum things in it. Yeah.
He doesn't do the funny Gollum thing where he's talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the second one, isn't it?
He kind of you see him sneaking around in Moria, and you see him at the start on a rock.
Right. And Gollum is actually a nice lad, and Gollum isn't his name. That's the other thing the audio book was on about.
Hickey, are you sure you've only got the Tom?
No, I probably passed it. I don't know. Like, it's audio. There's no pages in an audio book. It's just a lot of voice actors, like a play in your head.
Is there not chapters in it though?
Yeah, but it's a bit of music. It goes kind of like, and it's like suddenly, and then it goes into the story, and it's different voices all going on.
That sounds.
It's actually pretty classy. It's like to be working away, and I'll just listen to Lord of the Rings. I don't know what's going on because I get bits of it, and then I had to take out the earphone because I'm working like you don't hear without the noise.
I listened to World War Z on an audiobook, and it's fucking one of the best things I've ever listened to. It's so good.
World War Z? Is that like
I listened to that as well. It's fucking savage.
Did you see the film?
The voice actors and all are savage in it, huh?
Did you see the film? Is that the Brad Pitt? It's fucking deadly.
Pile of dog shit.
It was alright.
It was good, man.
Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
The
book is unreal, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Japanese guy who buries all the ones that he kills is really cool.
The guy lives with the blind guy, is it?
Blind guy, yeah.
Is that what your man out of The Walking Dead?
And he saw an atomic bomb.
Is this real buggy for anyone else, is it?
No, seems pretty clear.
Buggy, like?
Buggy Easter egg cup. Did you ever notice that Easter egg cups are the most disappointing size cup of tea you could ever have?
Yeah,
it's just not enough for a cup of tea. Like it's just,
no, there's not.
No,
shit.
It's the most.
To have.
And if you leave the tea bag in, like it's only half a cup.
Yeah, it goes cold real fast as well.
Yeah,
so it's basically the worst one.
Ever designed.
Anyway,
so it's a shitty cup. Like,
who's your favorite person in Lord of the Rings, Jay? Who reads it once a year? That's mad. Grant, you looked at the camera and it looked like you were looking at Jay like you were sitting beside him. That was nuts.
Yes.
Oh, stop. Here, have the book, and then you should pick up a copybook.
Yeah, you should do this and put your arm through.
I gotta try it now.
Go on, who's your favourite character, Shazzy?
Yeah. Jay, you thinking?
Favorite character? Yeah.
A character.
Deep, a wise one. Which of the 7?
Which is the fellowship?
Is there 7 of them in the fellowship?
There's 11.
9.
Wasn't it?
9. No, there's 9 rings. Well, how many lads are there to protect the ring?
No.
It's not.
I don't
fucking know. 9 of them.
There's like 20. There's like 21 rings.
There's 21 rings.
What?
Yeah, 3 for the elves.
Yeah, was it 9 rings for men, 7 for dwarves, so that's 16, 3 for the elves, 19, and then 1 for Sauron, that's 20 rings.
So how come there's only 1 ring to rule them all?
He built that with, what's his name?
Because there's 19 other rings, Hickey, and 1 ring, so believe it or not, rules them all.
So there's 1 main ring, and all the other rings are lost?
No.
Are all the other rings
melted? No, they're not lost. Have you watched the movies, Hickey?
Fucking years ago. So they're all melted to make 1 ring. 1 ring was melted to make... 19 rings were melted to make 1 ring. Yeah?
You suggested this topic, Hickey, a week ago. Would you at least watch the movies?
I was meant to watch it today.
Sure.
It's like you watched... It's like someone taped over a fucking cassette tape. Back in the day,
we were meant to do this on Friday.
Half of Aliens.
It was all in my head on Friday. I remembered everything on Friday, and I can't remember it now.
Wait, so Axel Foley isn't in Ghostbusters?
So basically, Hickey, right? Each race was given a certain amount of rings.
I remember that.
Jay, remember it was a real famous elf who built them?
Isengard. Oh, yeah. Elvengard.
Celebrimbor,
yeah. So Celebrimbor built all these, and then Sauron tricked them into making an amazing one.
Oh, just one, a little bit better than everyone else's.
Yeah, and Sauron can't make another one.
Maybe one that could rule the rest of them.
So that's why there can be no more rings made. That's why, when the supply doesn't increase, the value of a commodity over time generally increases.
Back to business.
And welcome back to economics using the Lord of the Rings as examples.
So was he a baddie the whole time? Or was he a goodie and that's how he got the ring? Yeah, how did he get a ring in the first place?
He made
it with Celebrimbor.
Yeah, but was he not a goodie?
He was. Celebrimbor was.
Yeah.
No. Your man Sauron, was he not a goodie?
In the Second Age, he was pretending to be a goodie after being
caught in Morgoth's.
He's an elf.
2. I think he's from Numenor.
He's like a really dark elf. He has like black hair. Because he's playing.
He's Gandalf's brother.
Fuck off.
No, he's not.
He's related. No, he is. He's related to Gandalf.
No, is he related to
celestial being. He's a celestial being.
He is a celestial being of the same race as Gandalf and Saruman.
Is Gandalf not
They
human?
were all. No.
Fuck off, lads.
Gandalf has like the powers of a god, but he's sent to guide the race of men to sort their own shit out instead of doing it himself.
No way. I didn't know that.
But whenever shit hits the fan, he always busts.
So did Gandalf get a ring? If he's his cousin?
Gandalf actually. Yeah. This is spoiler alert, but Gandalf has a ring the whole time.
Fuck off, and he never said that.
No, he's never said shit like.
So he could have. So. Well, how come they didn't sense that ring off him?
Because he's really powerful. He hid it from everyone. The only person who can sense the ring is the person who has the one ring.
So Gandalf's
and in the book.
No, as in, so if Sauron had the ring, he'd be able to know everything that Gandalf's doing because Gandalf wears a ring. But,
for instance,
that's why Sauron couldn't get the ring.
Like in the book, you see from Frodo's point of view, and he's talking about when he starts claiming the ring, he notices that Gandalf's wearing the ring himself.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I've never noticed that before. And then it turns up at the end, he's like, yeah, I had the third Elvish ring. That's why I have so much fucking power.
Well,
the other two people who had the elven rings knew. Yeah.
But all the elves still had their rings.
Well, there's 3 elven rings.
Yeah, so they had all the rings. Gandalf had a human ring or a different ring?
An elven
One of the rings of the elves.
So the elves gave him a spare ring?
No.
Yeah, the Ring of Fire it's called.
3.
Huh?
One of the 3.
One of the 3, right.
Elven rings.
And then Sauron tricked them.
Yeah.
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 Go on.
No, what do you mean, go on? You're the one who started that.
You're the one asking.
You finish it.
Yeah,
finish your question.
So he's the baddie.
Right,
Who?
Hickey. All right, I just
Saruman
want to
is the
point
baddie.
out.
The ring turned him into a baddie, basically.
Who?
Saruman.
No, Saruman.
He never had the ring. Saruman never had
He
the
may
ring.
have been around it, but he was corrupted long before the ring came into his.
He
sphere of
never had
influence.
it.
No.
Sauron and
He
Saruman
had
are
that
two
thing.
different
Oh,
people.
He had
sorry,
that-
I'm getting mixed up.
yeah.
Alright, sorry,
eyeball thing.
I'm actually getting mixed up. Sorry. So, Sauron is the lad in the armored suit. He's the big lad from the All-Seeing Eye.
No, Sauron.
Sauron. Fucking, do you think they give him like a different name altogether? Like Jack?
Yeah.
Sauron.
Jack the ultimate evil. Like,
I don't know.
Joe, read the
But
book is even
they're
harder.
very similar,
Each
fucking
character-
awkward names.
It gets worse, right? When you read the book, each character has different names depending on what part of the world that they're in, because everyone speaks different languages.
Fuck off.
So Gandalf has like three names: Mithrandir, Gandalf, and there's one other one.
the
Oh,
dwarves
shit.
have a name for him, but
Yeah.
they only mention it once, and I can't remember.
Mm.
Well, what's his? And he has a fourth name, which that's his celestial name as well.
Yeah.
That book sounds a lot harder, lads. So they could be saying different names. Do they let you know when they're telling you that it's a different person, or you just have to
Not
figure
really.
that out?
No. Not,
Now, there's one
by-
thing.
By the end,
There's
of the
one
book,
thing-
they don't bother. No, they just bulldoze through. You just have to know.
You just
You
Kinda
get
let
one
you-
explanation.
you suss it out yourself.
It's just like Jay said, they just explain it and move on. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like
Sounds
someone
a bit
calls
hard.
Gandalf. Someone calls Gandalf Mithrandir, and everyone's like, "What do you call him that for?" He goes, "Oh yeah, people down south call me Mithrandir," and that's that. You just accept it and move on.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you find out what it means?
Just being Gandalf. It's just a different
Grey
nickname.
Wanderer.
Is it?
Yeah, because he's basically his name translated to English is Grey Wanderer.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what Gandalf
every
means.
every race calls him Grey Wanderer, right? In one language it's
I know.
Gandalf,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
another language it's Mithrandir. Do you know what I mean?
It's like the devil. Not the devil, what's it? Bilgul Dove. That's devil, isn't it? And then
Oh,
you have
Diablo and all
then
that, yeah.
Diablo, and then the devil, and then the devil, and then Satan.
Pretty much that kind of buzz, like.
Yeah. That's
But
pretty cool. Does you recommend reading
yeah.
the book? Sounds a bit
No,
hard.
not
Absolutely.
for you. Anyway,
Not for me. Fuck that, man. So is The
I
Hobbit
say
out first
watch
or
the
second?
movies, man.
I gotta watch
The
them
Hobbit
again.
was out first.
The Hobbit was out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hobbit was out. The book was released first, and it was a children's book, and he wrote it to fund this massive. He called it the Legendarium, right?
Right.
Which is the whole
Right.
story of Middle Earth. It's the whole entire story of Middle Earth. So it was this 20,000 page long masterpiece of the entire history of Middle Earth.
The Hobbit
And the
is.
book editor just like, no, what he wanted to be the sequel to The Hobbit. So he gave it to a book editor. He goes, yeah, I'm not printing that. We see this bit about a ring and a dwarf and little midgets. He's like, that's gold. We're printing that.
What? That's just a section of his giant book. The Lord of the Rings is only
Yeah.
a section of it.
Oh yeah, it's like a footnote.
Fuck
It's
off.
like the last
And have they
chapter.
got the rest of the
It's like
book?
Like he had the Elven language done before the book. You know what I mean?
Oh, he actually made his own
Yeah.
language altogether.
Yeah.
Imagine-
2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, he was
Basically,
on a,
imagine.
he was on a mad one though, wasn't he? After World War One or something like that. He was drinking.
Yeah.
What's that spirit? That hallucinogenic. What's
Absinthe.
that? Absence. Was it not like he drank loads of absence before he wrote that? I could be
Never heard
completely
anything
wrong.
about that, but
Yeah, but
Imagine
there's a
writing
movie,
three
there's a movie
languages.
about how he wrote it.
huh?
You should watch that.
Sorry?
To answer your question. There's a movie about how he wrote it. Tolkien, it's called, or isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't seen it, like, because apparently it's meant to be shy. But, like,
Shit.
fucking.
Lance Archer.
But basically, yeah. He wanted to, like, imagine you pick up a book and it's called The Entire History of the Earth,
Yeah.
and it's everything.
Yeah.
He wrote this about a fantasy world he created, and just an editor took a couple of chapters of it and was like, the rest of that is unreadable shite. So this story here, flesh
Fuck
this
it, like,
out.
we'll use a few words out of it and some squiggles, and that's your Elvish.
Pretty much.
And tell me
Pretty
this.
much.
People
And
can
Here's a
understand.
question. Here's a real question. Did he invent orcs?
Probably
No.
not.
No.
Orc is an ancient English word for demon.
It's not dead elf. Is that what they are?
No, that's what they are in
Well, they're
the
corrupted, in the story canon,
But the word orc is like, Old English.
Yeah.
That's what they call demons in Old English. They call them orcs.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. So
Like Old English was a completely different language. Like,
yeah, they reckon you'd only be able to go back to around 1850, 1840.
And then you won't understand a fucking
nobody will understand you. Yeah, they're like,
really?
just probably, yeah.
That's mad.
because people made up words all the time as well. Like Shakespeare holds the records for single-handedly inventing the most words.
Yeah, I think you can tell me if I'm wrong. Your man, Thomas Edison, invented the word hello.
Oh, wait, hold on.
For answering the phone. Or go
Oh, yeah, they wanted to say,
ahoy,
ahoy,
hoy.
hoy.
Yeah. Ahoy, hoy. Mr. Burns, isn't it? Yeah, but it's not real. He invented something to do with something when the phone. Maybe it's goodbye. It says.
No, it was Alexander Graham Bell was like, "This is a telephone, and when it rings, we go ahoy." And he's like, "Do you want to just say?" He was like, "Do you want to just say hello?" Like,
that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, I just love his moxie of like, we'll say ahoy, it'll catch on, everyone will love it, it'll be great.
That's mad. Or they're making a whole fucking language. How much free time do you need for that?
So go on then.
What
else do you actually know about the Lord of the Rings?
What else do I know about the Lord of the Rings? Samwise is in love with Frodo.
Alright.
Debatable, but I'll allow it.
Gollum is actually a goodie. Somewhat, because he's a snake.
They're all snakes on.
Yeah. I don't like your man Pippin, or Merry and Pippin. I don't like them two characters. I think they're a waste of time with the whole film. I don't think they've done anything.
In the book, they lead a hobbit army in battle against Saruman.
That probably wasn't what the fuck. They all... fucking hobbits, like, what are they gonna do? Stand on them.
Fucking giant laser.
Yeah, hang on there. One Urugoi versus fucking 20 hobbits. This is like fucking. That's like fucking Vince McMahon 1995. We're gonna get a load of midget wrestlers in here against fucking Yokozuna and it'd be fine. You know? Doesn't work.
Jesus.
Well, no, I think he got the proportion. Vince McMahon just got the proportion of midgets to Yokozuna wrong. He needed like 3 times the amount of midgets. Like, that guy would gas out before he dealt with all of them.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah,
that's what they do in the book. So, yeah, but they didn't need to be in the film probably then.
Apart from, saving Faramir and killing the Witch King. And,
there's a lot of film.
There's
a lot of film.
Inspiring the end.
There's a lot of field mentioned.
Take it easy there, Shazzy. Take it easy there, boss.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. They're vital.
This guy's Mary and Pippin in front of Shazzy.
They're my boys.
He has tattoos of them on his shoulder blades.
Yeah. Walking on a big tree. And they're on the tree, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool actually.
Who was the spider one in the thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember there was a spider person at one stage?
Sheba, was it?
I don't know who the fuck
Sheba?
it is.
The
spider queen.
Sheila.
They could have done more with that.
Sheila.
Oh, Shayna?
Shelob.
H-E-L-O-B.
Shelob.
Shelob.
What are you going to do?
Slov it in there. Slobber on up.
Judging by the state of her hair, it's definitely a schlubber, right?
What a shit name for a spider. Is that what you said, Grant? Would you rather be called Terry?
I had a spider called Terry, a dickhead. Terry the Tarantula.
Call it Xerxes.
Yeah, something spidery.
Anyway.
Mitch.
Yeah, but G done nothing.
Who?
spider.
The spider.
She doesn't have to do anything. She was just existing.
But in the book, she's significant.
Gollum tricked Frodo into her lair.
Oh, that's the only reason for that. To try to get the ring.
There, yeah. If they just didn't go that way, you'd never see her.
But he knew that she was in there.
Gollum did. Frodo didn't.
Yeah. And what about the octopus in the lake? You remember that?
Oh yeah, I was wondering for the Watcher in the water.
It's not an octopus.
It might be, although it has a lot more than 8 arms.
Yeah, I thought it was like an octopus from memory. I can't remember. It's been that long.
It's a lot like, I would have called it like a kraken. You know, one of those fucking release the kraken.
Kraken is an octopus, I think. Well, in the story things.
Yeah.
Giant tentacle monster. Anyway, the Japanese fucking love that thing. I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say there wasn't a dry seat in the fucking Tokyo film house when that tentacle starts shooting out and grabbing people. Frodo-san, very lucky.
There was some funny bits in the film, though. You know.
Go on, such as.
Oh, and they're sitting out there for ages, and they're trying to, and then he's just like, speak friend or whatever it is, and the door will open, and your man just says, "What's friend?" and whatever it is, dwarf. And then the gate opens, and they've been stuck outside for hours. I thought that was funny. I remember that.
Yeah, at the Moria.
I didn't think it was funny.
But of course.
Yeah, that's it, really. I don't know.
What a bunch of idiots.
Imagine if the doors open just to hear, "I'm not your friend, buddy."
Yeah, that's it.
What's so funny about it?
So that's
John,
so hang on there, Grant.
You want to see it the other day?
You've been very quiet. What do you know about Lord of the Rings, dickhead? Fucking chuckling away up there in the corner.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I watched it. I watched them, but like I wouldn't remember all that shit. You know what I mean? I know how it went.
All right, how'd it go then? Brains, fucking giggling at me all night.
And Sean Hickey in a triumphant attempt to put himself one ring above Grant on the ladder of knowledge.
Mr. Fowler, got a ring, bitch.
I don't know. I don't really know fuck all about it. Like, it's like when people talk about Star Wars, man. I know the basic gist of it.
Kylo Ren's a badass.
Well, go on then, Grant. What's the basic gist of Lord of the Rings then? What is the premise of the story? Gives your synopsis.
It's they're given a ring to bring to Mordor, and then they get through a lot of shit in the middle and fucking fly home on birds.
So what happened in the book?
After they try the ring.
What happened in the book?
What?
Did they destroy it in the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it better in the book than what happened in the film?
Generally, books are better.
I think how the ring gets destroyed is a bit better.
In the book or the film?
Because in the book, the ring gets destroyed because Gollum takes it off Frodo's finger and he falls into the lava doing a victory dance.
That's
that happened in the movie.
No, does he not bite it off?
He bites his finger off.
Yeah, he does. He does bite it off.
He bites his finger off, but he starts doing a victory dance and he slips and falls into the lava. Where at least in the movie they have a bit of a fucking wrestle for it, like, you know what I mean? I think the movie's ring thing is a bit better.
Speaking of which, you know that scene, Hickey, you were shining on about it earlier. Do you know Braveheart?
Yeah.
You know that unbelievable freedom speech where he's like, "They may take our lives." I can't do a Scottish accent clearly, but
go on, keep it up.
But do you know what the actual speech was?
Go on.
Yeah.
It was
one ring to rule them all.
It was like, "Behold, I have brought you into a circle. Now, what is it? Now, Carol, and dance for me, George."
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what really happened.
That's what he really said.
He probably off his tits on mushrooms or something.
Jesus, that's mad. What an odd thing to say.
Probably.
Yeah. "Behold, I brought you into a circle.
That was
Carol, and dance for me."
Yeah. It's probably a mistranslation somewhere. Probably when lads were fucked. I'll give it a batch. You know?
It's not as good as the movie anyway.
No. Mel Gibson.
That happened before.
What happened before?
No, I just want to point
Are you playing football?
It happened like with famous speeches before a battle.
Jay, did you do your hair black?
Nah, my fucking video keeps fucking going to shit.
Did you do your hair black?
But
it looks black.
What?
Did you do your hair black?
Looks like it's black.
No.
Just for men. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It looks jet black. I swear to God, I shit you not.
Goth Jay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the lighting on the
It's
camera.
probably the light of the camera, yeah. That's mad.
Well, considering that, like, see that white wall behind me is actually yellow in real life.
But I can't remember. I don't pay attention.
Did you not do the interior decorating?
But
you know?
What, my house?
Yeah, was that not you?
What do you mean?
You said it was going to be fabulous.
What, my house?
Jay's house.
Oh, James. Jay's house. No.
You're a bleeding Lula, Jonathan Hickey, you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Lula at the best of times.
So, which is your favourite Lord of the Rings film?
Hickey.
Huh?
Are you back on the drink?
Right here,
I had drink on Friday for the Late Late Show. And my God, did I sell myself to another fucking planet? I was like, gone.
Was that your first time drinking
in like a month?
All November?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't last the whole month, obviously, because it was like a day or two.
Yeah.
The difference. But I did fucking the Late Late Show's on. I bought 12 cans. I counted 9. And I drank 9. But fuck me, man, I was bad.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't bad when I was drunk. I thought I was fucking flying. But like the next morning, man, I literally had probably the worst hangover I've ever had.
Are the pubs open tomorrow?
No, it's your happy birthday tomorrow, Stinger. Just point that out.
Ah, yeah, man.
35.
Yeah. 37.
Oh, 37. Look well for 37.
Yeah.
All that.
37.
Nivea for men. Look at that. There's that beanie.
Yeah, man. 37 centuries.
He's like the edge with that hat on. Oh, there you go.
Hello.
You're like the edge. Yeah.
Moisturize once a year on the birthday, just to.
Oh yeah, get yourself all slippy and stingy.
Yeah.
This is a great time to talk about our podcast sponsors, Nivea for Men and Audible audiobooks.
Yeah.
All right, so go on then, Grant. Right, I'll throw you a bone here, Hickey. Right, so Grant, why did Lord of the Rings happen? What was the whole point?
Like, how do you mean? Why did the ring come into their possession?
Why was Frodo? Yeah, why was Frodo left with the ring, and why did it have to be destroyed? And why? Just why?
Yeah, why didn't the Outlaw keep the ring?
Bilbo.
No, lads,
he's too old.
There's one question. There's one serious fucking question, and no one's answering here.
Well, you haven't asked it yet.
Where the fuck was Gondor? No, where was Gondor when the Westfall fell? Where the fuck were they? That's what I want to know.
Well, when Rohan fell.
Where's Gondor?
Yeah. Where was Gondor when the Westfall fell? The Westfall did, O'Reilly. Theoden had to fucking withstand the siege to get it back.
I don't know. All I heard was why was Gondor in a wet hotel.
Where the beacons lit.
That's all I heard.
Like you can light those beacons 2 ways, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's not a 1 way.
Yeah.
Shit, you start in the middle and they go that way.
Do you know what I was seeing the other day, actually? It was around the time
I do not know where Gondor was.
Gondor.
Gondor.
Yeah.
You are Gondor. You are Gondor, son of Gondor.
I was right.
Are you playing Ark as you're doing this, Grant?
No, man.
I saw a thing after you texted me the other day, been like, "Oh, we're gonna do this podcast. We'll talk about Lord of the Rings, right?"
Yeah.
The first thing that popped up my Facebook feed was someone was like, "What if Frodo had an attack helicopter in Lord of the Rings? I would have made everything different." Like, I was like, in charge
field supplies and ammunition.
I don't think.
But it's like him charging down the Nazgul and all. Like,
how far did he actually walk? How far was the mountain? Was it like from Bray to the Sugarloaf?
It's something like the Middle Earth is like all of Europe.
No, that'd take a day or two. Like,
I
how
believe
far-
he walked 500 miles and then he had to walk 500 more.
Really? Like that song?
Yeah.
The Proclaimers?
Just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to throw the ring on your floor, like.
Immortal.
It was something like the whole of America, Sean, is what he walked basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He did look
it
knackered
took
by the
years.
end of it.
The story spans years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think?
What's that?
Do you think that it was like written around when was it written?
The 20s, I'd say.
1937.
So
1937.
war, like
2 years before the war, yeah.
Yeah.
It was written in
do
the
you think there's
I know,
some
that was-
sort of hidden?
Sorry, that was The Hobbit. The Hobbit was 37. And The Lord of the Rings was, I think, 1948 or 50.
Was it not written in the teens? Like, as in, like, the early teens? Was your man not in the First World War or something like that?
He fought in the First World War, but
Was he not
he
start
wrote the book
writing?
after.
Alright, well, maybe he's getting his ideas in the First World War.
Do you not think it
Probably
was like
busy
some
doing
sort
other
of?
stuff.
He got a lot of ideas in the First World War, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking would.
Yeah. Imagine there was like some sort of hidden meaning behind it, like an actual other story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Lord of the
Okay.
Lord Ring.
The Lord of
So what you're saying?
I don't know.
So what you're saying is Book 4 is Aragorn flies a spaceship to Earth and builds the pyramids.
Maybe in the sequel, but he died.
How long did Aragorn live for, Sean? Like 200 years or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, like 200. He was 200 when he died, yeah.
Aragon.
Is he not a man? That's your man Strider,
Yeah.
is it?
He has Numenorian blood.
Yeah, but he has like... Yeah, he has the blood of kings in him, so he lives like a fucking shitload time.
Oh?
But even weirder is like he's related to Elrond and Arwen.
I don't know who that is. Elrond.
His wife, he's related to what?
Oh, that's like all kings and all.
What?
They're all related.
Yeah,
But they weren't marrying their
fucking
great granddad's
wear, man.
daughter.
They're
Like,
some fucked up shit. Them. I'd say they were.
so Hickey, what else do you remember of the Lord of the Rings in your 20 years since you've seen it?
Is it 20 years old? Is it?
Yeah,
15.
it is, man.
15 at least.
It was 2001, I think, when the first film came out.
Gollum's name is Smeagol, isn't it? It's originally Smeagol. Which film are we going from?
Yeah.
I thought The Hobbit was shy. I didn't like The Hobbit.
Just fucking Gollum. Mary Paper and shit.
Well, I didn't like The Hobbit. I like the ring rates, and I liked the battle scenes. They were pretty cool. They probably look crap now.
He's trying to piece together his knowledge of the Lord of the Rings from memes. That's what it is.
And there were horses. Yeah, lots of horses. Go for the neck.
Yeah, go for the jugular.
Yo, how did you get
Tell him to
Action
spell
Bronson
Aragorn.
on here? I'm not Action Bronson. So that's... Oh, well. Maybe. You can call me what you want.
I'm not.
Oh, very
Who the
good.
fuck is Action Bronson, lads?
I had to Google when I was in New York. Loads of people stopped me and said hello to me and all. And it turns out some lad then told me it was going to a nightclub. He's like, yo, it's Action Bronson. Action fucking Bronson. I look. Hey, he's
I'm
calling
Googling
me.
this now.
Hey, he's some fat lad with a beard, man. He looks exactly like me. It's uncanny.
I wonder why.
You know? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, handsome man. What's that? That's just a
can't
blurry
see it.
With the
screen.
tattoos, like.
All I can see is the beard.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
Jesus.
Like it is turn up. Yeah,
Thanks a
I
lot,
can actually see it now.
operator,
Hold
for
on,
the
I'll set.
for the compliment.
Shazzy, who's the most powerful warrior in the Lord of the Rings world?
Glorfindel.
Yeah, nice. I was gonna say Glorfindel as well. You're
Yeah,
so cool,
that lad,
man.
like, what was it in?
1, 2, 3, Glorfindel.
I love Glorfindel.
I love Glib Glorps.
Bengals
Yeah, in the stories, he like cuts up a few Balrogs and one-on-one fights and all. So he's made to be like this big badass, and then he does nothing. They like
did he not
explicitly say
in the first war against Morgoth? Is that not where he came to prominence?
Yeah, he got ambushed by like 2 Balrogs and he killed the 2 of them. Like,
how old is Oh wait, no. Who is there? Like the best orc warrior?
Yeah, he's your man with the mad face and out of the Hobbit.
Is not every orc you see is the kind of best warrior, or am I thinking of Elder Scrolls?
Is that your man Manflesh?
Yeah, there was the fella from the Hobbit's actually in the book.
Is he?
But he gets dealt with really. Yeah, he gets dealt with by Billy Connolly's character like before the Hobbit even starts.
Yeah.
Billy Connolly,
right.
Yeah,
the dwarfs.
Yeah, Billy Connolly plays Dain Ironfoot in the fucking Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
And he rides a goat into battle. It's fucking ridiculous. Those movies are awful.
That was deadly.
What do you want, Mo? What do you want? Ark, is it? No. What is it?
Tell Mo to come over and say hello. Tell him to come over and say hello.
He won't come over and say hello. Mo, do you want to say hello to lads? No, he said no. He's trying to get onto Ark. He's coming up here to mooch. Be gone. No. Oh, I still love
the way you picked this topic of conversation and like knowing full well you haven't watched the movies in like 20 years and just didn't bother even like have a glance at a fucking description of it. Like,
yeah, but I was put in the spot. I didn't realise how much there was to know about it. I thought it was all. You know, when you watch something, you start talking about a film, you're like, oh yeah, that all came back to you. Not a fucking breeze. Nothing.
What do you think was a 2-minute pleasant conversation? I like that movie. It was a good. It was good.
It was a good film. I remember going, "That's a good movie. I'll watch the next one in 2 years." You know, that's a pretty good movie. I'll watch the next one. I pissed off with the
Helm's
Hobbit.
Deep. That battle scene in Helm's Deep is still savage.
Is that the one where Gandalf is white and he has the big light on him?
Yeah.
That
was class.
And Legolas. I think Legolas is actually the most underrated character in the whole thing. He stole the movie.
Yeah, he has the best action scene.
Yeah, and his boyish good looks. My God.
Do you know that Legolas fucking what? You know, under they're like the Fellowship starts. You know, when the Fellowship starts in the first one.
Yeah.
When like, they all come together, like all take the ring, and all. Yeah. Do you know Legolas doesn't say another thing to Frodo for the rest of the movie?
Yeah, same in the books. He only talks to him once. He's like, "Yeah, you can have my bow." Thanks, Legolas. Can we be friends?
No, he's not interested in being his mate, no.
Now I have to go to this fucking stupid place because he
just never got a chance. The Fellowship didn't actually last that long.
Yeah, but he never talks to him again. Like he's just like, "Yeah, I'll go with you."
So what else would you be doing?
That's what a Prince of Mark would be doing.
You can have my bow.
Talking to some fucking midget.
Imagine he's like, you can have my bow because I'm not going. Fuck off.
I need some arrows. No, you don't.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Your little hobbit arm will not be able to draw back a bow of such power.
There, alright. Shawsy, just list off a list of Merry and Pippin's contributions to the war effort to get in there, will it?
Hold on one sec.
Oh, there are various and multiple contributions.
So they're more significant than the film let on.
Life numerous times.
Basically, you're saying is a more.
Don't forget the time Pippin slices.
Did what?
Yeah, Pippin slices up a troll in a battle and everything.
It's a cave troll, isn't it?
No, like you know, in the battle where Aragorn is king and they're doing that battle to distract Frodo. In the books, he fucking goes one-on-one with a fucking armored troll and like shanks him right in the neck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose they actually fought a few trolls in the thing, didn't they?
Yeah.
In the film, even. Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, and there's loads of different things. Like in the book, the battle where Aragorn turns up with the Ghost Army.
Oh, that didn't happen.
In the book, that's actually
is that the
a
film?
bunch of.
Or is that in the book?
He used the. No, in the book, he goes to Gondor and like pretty much just goes boo, and everyone runs away. The ghosts don't kill anyone, and then he gets all the people who were defending Gondor's coast on the boats and comes up with a bunch of men.
Right.
And like the battle lasts like 2 or 3 days. Then after that, like,
did you ever play the games?
But like you can't. Good. Yeah, they were savage.
The game is actually fucking deadly. They have a PC game. There's a PC game out, and it's like it's just called Lord of the Rings Online, but I think it's like an open worldy game.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool.
I don't think I should be playing that.
No, would you get sucked in?
What, me, Jay, third of my name, heir to the elfin throne?
Yeah, pair of elf on you sitting on your PC.
Just a little.
Is there a civilization type game of that?
Battle for Middle Earth.
Oh, here, look it. If you like this, lad. If you like this. They're fucking elf ears.
Okay, you use your bow of wisdom to distract the dragon while I go back and use intimidate and shout.
They're my Ocarina at the time, Zelda ears, or Link ears, or whatever they're called. Oh. You know?
So did you watch the Undertaker's retirement?
Yeah, man. I've been wanting to have a little whinge.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I haven't the heart. I haven't the heart.
But didn't he retire a couple of years ago now?
Yeah, but no, the type of thing that I think his wife was putting him under pressure because he's getting really fucked up because he was taking too much of a break. And then going back in, they're going, I could do this and getting absolutely fucked around. You know? The retirement thing's deadly. Can I tell you about it?
Yeah.
Is that the thing with the Metallica song in it, yeah?
Yeah, but then they had...
I was going to grab a drink, hold on.
They had Tesla coils. And they play his entrance music through electric Tesla coils, which is cool.
Ooh.
But
that's class.
I was only thinking about it last night. I was like, he had to retire in an empty arena.
Yeah.
With fake cheers.
Yeah, the whole world, I'm sure, was watching that as well.
Yeah, but like, I was like, that's sad.
He deserves so much more, like.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ. But like, it's the type of thing, like, when he can't, you couldn't do it anymore, you know?
Nah, he can't go. His knees are too fucked.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a bottle of that Undertaker wine that's out, though. But it can only be bought in America.
No way.
Yeah, it's a limited
edition.
Can
you not get it sent over?
I could buy it in the States and get it posted over, all going well.
Yeah.
You just have the bottle. It's just a picture of the Undertaker like that. And then there's some weird collaboration. It's like Undertaker and Snoop Dogg. I don't know what that's all about, but I reckon he's just cashing in on fucking everything now that he can get his hands on while he's relevant.
What? Undertaker fucking weed or something?
Jay glitched. Oh, he's back. Deadly. Yeah. But,
I'm back.
Yeah, something like that. You know, but it was good. There's one really cool bit. Vince McMahon came out and said it all shy. His whole kind of crew that he hung out with.
The Bone crew or something, wasn't it?
That BSK crew. But they came out. Then they weren't in the ring. Whatever cutscene type of thing happened because it's, I don't know how much pre-recorded that was or edited. You wouldn't know. But he came out, done his thing, and basically said that it was his time to rest in peace, but stayed in character the whole time and left. It was pretty badass, like. You know.
The Undertaker did this?
Yeah. He came out and he was like, time after time again, I've set people here to rest, laid them all to rest, and now it's my turn to rest. Now it's the Undertaker's turn to rest in peace. Done the rest in peace thing. Then dropped to one knee. And then he, you know, his Undertaker pose he does. And then a hologram of Paul Bear appeared with the urn, which I thought was fucking deadly because the character was meant to be in the urn. And then, so a hologram of Paul Bear holding the urn appeared. Then the church bell kind of tolled X amount of times. Music played and left. And that was it. So that was him killing off the character. But then when you go onto YouTube, he's doing that episode of Hot Ones and all he is. He's doing lots of funny stuff. Like what the fuck? So he's obviously just retired off the character. He was
on the Good Morning Show. He's on the Good Morning Show in the UK.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. He's fucking cashing in big time.
He's on everything.
Is that Undertaker Hot Ones thing? Is that didn't they do like a reality show like the Osbournes?
Yeah, but I went to sure, we went to do the meet and greet thing in in England to go see him last year, and something to do with the contracts he had. He couldn't actually do. He could do the meet and greet, but he couldn't do the spoken word thing. So I never got to see him. But that was the closest I got. I wasn't paying fucking X amount of £100 for a photograph. Couldn't afford it at the time. But
I think he
seems very nice though.
I think he's doing like loads of fucking. I think he's doing loads of interviews now because it's not kayfabe.
Exactly, that's what I mean. He retired off his character.
No, he's no character to protect by doing an interview with Mark Calloway.
No, he's pretty funny. Like he seems a lot funnier or chilled out. Surprisingly,
I seen Stone Cold was talking about the the People's Elbow.
Yeah.
It was basically him and The Rock had a competition about who could make the Undertaker laugh in the middle of a match when they were on the road.
I remember hearing
and
this, yeah.
When they were doing like house shows, he used to do the People's Elbow. He used to, because the People's Elbow is the most ridiculous thing in the world, like.
Yeah.
And he used to do it against the Undertaker to try and make him laugh in the middle of the ring, like. But there was loads of things. They had like fucking like, I think they had a bet between them all for like $500. The first person to get him to break character in the ring. Like Vince McMahon made him go out after Raw went off air and was like, "Do the spin-a-rooney or you're fired," and all. Like,
oh really?
You know, like, yeah, it's like they do the spin. Huh?
Do the spin-a-rooney.
No, we just start choke slamming Vince McMahon, like. Yeah. But the thing was, it was like Booker T was trying it, and then everyone started coming out and being like, "No, do the spin-a-rooney," and there was like 8 people in the ring, like forcing them to break character, and he was having none of it. Like,
that's brilliant. That's brilliant. You fucking gone now. Anyway, that's it. What a shit time to retire when you can't actually go do any public things.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of fucked. But he'll be in the Hall of Fame now, won't he?
I think he would. I think he would have retired at WrestleMania if there was a crowd.
Yeah, but who would have retired him, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, probably.
Kane.
Mayor
Kane.
Kane would, yeah.
Probably would have fed him to Drew McIntyre, probably.
No, you couldn't. There has to be better wrestlers. There's more people more deserving of that.
You know what would have been class?
Yeah, but you have to put the next generation over as well.
Yeah, but I think you can make an exception for him. Look at Shawn Michaels got to do Ric Flair, didn't he? I know Ric Flair came back.
You know what would have been class
after it, but like,
if he had a match and like won at WrestleMania, and then all of his previous WrestleMania opponents like came back and dragged him to hell or some shit like that, that'd have been savage.
A buried alive match and he gets fucked in a casket and all. I personally thought what they could have done was got all the wrestlers to come out as druids. The whole locker room as druids for him. You know, that type of way. You know, remember they had the druid thing with all the monks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they could have done something like that. I thought that would have been deadly.
But if they could have done that, but with, as I said, all the people who bet him at WrestleMania.
Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
You know what I mean? And then
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
No, I mean who he bet. All the people he bet at WrestleMania, I mean.
Yeah.
And they drag him to hell or some shit like that, like.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Well, They couldn't do any storylines, man. He's the last wrestler, isn't he, that has like a character-based wrestler. I'm not trying to do the Fiend, but like as a wrestler that you're going, he is the Undertaker. Like he is the something like there's no one else other than the Fiend or the Demon, you know, type of way.
I'm the Fiend.
Hey fellas, start getting the Fiend here.
Right, go on then, Hickey. Give us the last topic to wrap this thing up. I want to go eat some cheesecake.
The last topic is what type of cheesecake?
It's like it has like a chocolate biscuit kind of bottom and like
no.
I got a Bailey's cheesecake the other day in the butcher's, man, and it was fucking.
Was the steak mince on the bottom?
Yeah. No, like your man's wife must have made it or something like that, and it was out of this world, like, cause it was like €2 and I was getting chicken there anyway. I was like, fuck it, might as well eat it on the way home.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking phenomenal.
My favorite strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, same. So good.
But with the raspberry jam or strawberry on top of whatever it is. Yeah. That's the best cheesecake. You can't eat strawberries though, Jay, can you? No. Hate that.
No, thank you for reminding me.
Oh, I love it. What's your favorite cake? Anyone? Stinger.
Me?
You told me Stinger the other day.
Like lemon drizzle cake.
Is that your favorite?
Lemon drizzle? That's a bit boring.
Yeah, it's very bland, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really nice with a cup of tea, man.
Mine's a Black Forest, man. All the way. Every day. Black Forest, man.
Fuck that.
You know?
I'd be somewhere between apple tart and probably a Black Forest as well.
Apple tart.
Apple tart every day of the week.
Apple tart's matter. Well, it's not a cake, is it?
No, it's
pie.
Granny Burns apple pie. Did you ever try that?
No.
No. Shane's granny makes the fucking best apple.
I can't think of anything other than them, Sean. No. They're definitely my two favourites.
Yeah, well, we've ran out of space.
I'm just fucking deflated here that, you know, they're like, oh, what's your favourite cake? Oh, I like apple pie. Well, it's not really a fucking cake, is it, Jay? Fuck the lot is like, you know, like, cake. Well, that's my fucking contribution. I'm sorry, it's fucking shit.
What did you get on your birthday? Did you get an apple tart on your birthday? Or did you get one of them Smarties cakes, which is like a caterpillar?
Yeah, I got nothing. Thanks for bringing up my depressing strawberry allergy and my lack of people give a shit about me. Thanks, Mickey.
I'll bring up a cake, a real cake.
What's the weirdest cake you've ever gotten for your birthday?
Who, me?
The
best cake I ever seen was David McAvoy's birthday cake.
Yeah.
Which was a fucking Slayer cake, which was an AC Slater on a fucking cake. Was by far the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
As far as cake-related comedy goes.
Yeah, I wish there was photographs of that cake.
There is, but like, it is, but that was after his ma took a knife to it, like.
Yeah, oh man, it was so funny. A bit disgruntled after it. It was so funny. But anyway, I think we're all out of steam, lads. And, but call it that. Right, thank you.
Hey, man.
Hey, Andy.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. This is on Arc.